Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. We are going to be doing a skincare haul follow-up today. There's a lot of products that somehow I just haven't updated you guys on, but I've been using for a while. So we're gonna do it today in this video. If you like a bunch of mini reviews crammed together, you're probably gonna like this video. So honestly, did I pull it off? Do I look fall today? Or do I just look like I'm gonna go listen to a band that you've never heard of? Let's start off this video with the brand number 7 because I feel actually quite guilty for telling you guys I was gonna do a 2-week trial on this brand and then not. So let me explain what happened because I actually still really like some of these products. I just had a lapse in judgment, I guess. I got the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream, and it's a chemical sunscreen. Here's the thing, that's totally fine if you do not have an allergy to chemical sunscreens, but guess who does? Guess who? Every single time she puts a chemical sunscreen on her skin, it burns and burns and burns. And believe me, I saw that it was a chemical sunscreen and I put it on my face anyway. And yes, it was awful because I'm allergic to it. This is kind of what it feels like to me. Sometimes I'll know that I'm allergic to an ingredient in a product, but I will be reading that product's reviews and I swear everybody's having a party. They're just all like, you guys, it's the best thing ever. You have got to try it. And somehow I convince myself, okay, it's all right. It doesn't matter that I'm allergic to an ingredient. I too want to go to that party. Then you get there and it turns out the party is Fyre Fest. Quite literally. It feels like fire on your face. So I ended up not doing the trial because I obviously cannot use a moisturizer that I cannot use. And not to say this is a bad product. Again, I have an allergy to it. I have no business reviewing it is the bottom line. But they had also sent me a bunch of these products and I really do want to talk about them. The problem is they're not for daily use. So it kind of means that 2 weeks of products I'm not using every single day isn't really a 2-week trial. So I just ended up saying, all right, I'm just going to keep using this stuff. Now I'm at 6-ish weeks for some of these. So I feel like we could talk about them now. I already raved about this, so I don't want to spend too much time on the CHIA rescue, but this is absolutely incredible. I really like that these packages also come with the tools that you need. So this one comes with a little paddle so you can spread it around your face. Very, very soothing product. If you're having any kind of redness or irritation, this really helps to calm it. I'm extremely impressed with this. They do say to use it 2 to 3 times a week. I may have pushed it a little over it, especially when my skin was really irritated. But yeah, I would always recommend you go with what is on a container. The whole they're there for a reason type of thing. This one I hadn't talked about because I didn't get around to trying it for a while. This is the Resurfacing Skin Paste. It also comes with a cloth inside of the box so you can remove it more easily. This is great. It's potent. This is a 15-minute mask that they say to use 2 to 3 times a week. I've become really cautious about AHAs because I don't want to damage my moisture barrier ever again. So I ended up using this probably more like once a week. I was surprised by how strong it is. It's kind of a golden color on your skin. It's not uncomfortable, but it is strong. So yeah, it certainly does work to brighten the skin. This is the product I probably had the most use from. This is the Line Correcting Booster Serum. Okay, so they claim on this visibly reduces wrinkles in 1 week. That's a really strong claim. I think it's going to hydrate the skin and, potentially plump the skin via providing it more moisture, but I have a really hard time imagining that it's going to do that, visibly reduce wrinkles. That said, I don't have any wrinkles to actually tell you whether that's been a true part of my experience. It does have some peptides, granted more towards the end of the list. Overall, I just liked it for hydration. They say to mix it into your moisturizer, eye cream, or foundation. You can certainly do any of those things. I love the packaging, really cute. So yeah, I feel like even though I really liked using this, I mean, you can see I'm halfway through this. My one gripe with this is I don't like the claim on the box. And then we have the Dark Spot Correcting Booster Serum. Dark spots look visibly reduced in 2 weeks. Last time I had this type of a product, I tried to test it, but I wasn't really sure what to do with it since I don't have dark spots. So I ended up giving it to my mom. She really liked it. I've tried the same thing with this, like I don't live and learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to pass this on to my mom and see if she likes it more. It does contain gluconolactone and 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, both of which will probably help to minimize any spots that you may have, but again, it's something I can't personally attest to, so I don't know why I'm over here trying. I really don't. You guys, I honestly wish I lived closer to my mom because she would totally get on camera with me, try out these products. Like, we have the same personality of just like not feeling awkward doing public speaking kind of stuff, but we both work in entertainment to this day, by the way. Let's do this one next. This is the ALYA Skin Pink Perfect Australian Pink Clay Mask. So they did send this to me. They reached out to me and asked if I was interested in reviewing it. This is a mask that's made with kaolin, bentonite, seaweed, which is going to be anti-inflammatory, witch hazel, which is going to give you more bang for your buck in the mask, aloe vera, which is going to cool your skin down, and then lactic acid, which is going to bump up the effectiveness, as well as other ingredients in here. So I kind of looked at these and thought, you know, that might actually be a really potent mask. That's not enough for me to accept a clay mask. I typically do not like clay masks, but I also read one of the reviews on the site and they said it was a non-drying clay mask. So at that point I said, sign me up, send it over. So they emailed me back and they were like, can you take a before and after photo of using the mask? And I was like, ooh, y'all have a lot of faith in this product to be asking me for that, because my skin type is very difficult. I was thinking in my head, you know, I'm probably going to try this and either see nothing because my skin is so stubborn, or it'll take a really long time to see any kind of results. Well, I did it anyway. I did a mask at night, took a photo, woke up in the morning, took a photo, and I was like, oh my gosh, I see why you wanted that photo. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have to disagree with the review that called this a non-drying mask. This is still a drying mask. I was thinking in my head after reading that non-drying, Peter Thomas Roth, Irish Moor mask type of situation. No, this is still drying. I think you're going to like it more if you have combo to oily skin. Let's talk about this next. This is the 3Lab Perfect C Treatment Serum. So the brand did gift this to me, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is pricey. However, I was really curious about this when I first saw this one on the Octoly site. This is a serum that is made with sodium ascorbyl phosphate, listed very high in the ingredients list, a second form of vitamin C and ascorbyl glucoside, and then quite the list of ingredients that you do not see every day. They've got hops in here, melissa, mistletoe. And when I looked into this brand, I found out that they are 2 chemists and a dermatologist, and I was like, well, that explains the ingredients list, because it's actually really beautiful, really well formulated. And this is the product that had me feeling a little guilty in the Inky List video. Like I said, I needed something to correct my skin, the breakouts that I was having. I knew that they had sent me this, and I was like, I think we're gonna try it. They do say to use this at night, and I'm not entirely sure why night. I feel like you could probably use it during the day, but I went with it. I used it at night after the Inky List retinol. My acne cleared up very quickly. It typically does when I incorporate sodium ascorbyl phosphate. You know, it's one of those products where if the price doesn't bother you, and for some people, you know, $150 for serum, no problem. If it doesn't bother you, it's great. If you cannot afford that, there are other options. But yeah, some of you don't care. Very well formulated. Let's chat about some more affordable products next. So I did do a mini The Ordinary haul. So this is the 100% organic virgin chia seed oil. I really like this. It's actually quite hard for me to not like an oil, but I did want to address something with oils as a whole. I seem to be getting a lot of comments asking, you know, are oils actually safe for the skin? What I would advise to you is if you're watching somebody who is telling you that oil is bad for the skin, kind of make sure you double check their agenda. Are they trying to sell some kind of oil-free products? Because then they might want to emphasize that oils are not their personal preference. And all I can tell you is I personally I love oils. And this particular one, this is a more light texture. It has a little bit of an earthy scent to it. I would say very high in essential fatty acids. It's going to help you to reduce any inflammation. Personally, I adore oils. And I will say this, oils are of a natural origin, so like I talked about in Wednesday's video, you could have an allergy to them. I think your best bet in that kind of situation would be to go with squalane. That tends to be most friendly towards the skin. Azelaic acid suspension, 10%. I've had a lot of questions about this particular product. This is a product that I've seen advised for rosacea, which is a condition that I do not have, but I do certainly deal with acne, with the redness associated with acne. I do think it's helped. I don't think, for me personally, it's been as much of the perfect ingredient for my needs. Oh, I've also heard this is good for fungal acne. I should put that out there as well. So, you know, for me, it's been good. My drawback with this is that it pills up a lot. It's kind of terrible under makeup, actually. So, you know, use it at night. You can always find solutions for problems like that. But, you know, even though I feel like I'm coming on camera being like, you know, it's okay, I do want to say, you know, it really, this is why it's so important to understand what your skin needs are, what your potential treatments are for your need, and then narrow down from there what's going to be your best option. So, you know, I think that for me, for having hormonal acne, it's ended up not being an absolute favorite, and yet I do see its place. I will say it's nice and gentle as opposed to the fact that AHAs can sometimes be a little rough. I think that's actually quite a strength of this product. I think I forgot to haul this one on camera. This is the SEPHORA Coconut Nourishing Oil. This was $8 for 3.38 ounces. I did buy it specifically as a body and hair oil. I love it for that purpose. I actually do. When I first opened it, I was like, this isn't scented enough for me. But it's actually grown on me. It's a very, very light scent. Maybe you really can use it on your face because of how light it is. They claim that it's face, body, and hair, but you know, again, with it being scented, I just didn't even have my face in mind when I added this to my cart. But honestly, it's surprisingly nice. The first ingredient in this is grapeseed oil. The second is coconut oil. Again, why I'm saying probably for a lot of people going to be more for body and hair. Very, very hydrating. It's really nice to wear this. It's kind of more of a light, medium oil. I've tried some body oils that are very heavy and stain your clothes. This one doesn't. Some quick updates on the Korean skincare that was sent to me by CreditThank. So this SIMPLISTIC cleanser, I was not that excited about this. Remember, I unboxed it and I'm like, yeah, it's cute. I actually really like it. This is a cleanser that is pH balanced, that is made with honey, which I talk all the time about how much honey works for me. Honey is very anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. This is great. I was looking up this brand a little more, and apparently they're an indie skincare brand based out of Korea. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I will say it does not have an exciting texture to use. So if you are very into foaming cleansers, this doesn't foam much at all. But you know, that's probably not the best thing for your skin anyway, so just wanted to note that. And then the Black Snail Restore Serum. This is what I asked CreditThank to send me. I was like, I really want to try that. This is 70% snail secretion filtrate, and I love this too. This is great. If you cannot handle the stickiness of the COSRX, 97% snail, this steps it back a little bit in exchange for cosmetic elegance. My only problem is I feel like I'm loving this too much. Granted, it is 50 mils. It's 1.71 ounces, which is incredible, but I've still been going through it. I love it. Morning and night. This is fantastic. I really did not buy much in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I bought the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. This is really nice. It's lighter in weight than I thought it would be, but yes, it is a very nice product. Really beautiful ingredients list. I think this is one of those serums that's going to be fantastic for sensitive skin. I will probably talk more about this in the future, so I don't want to spend too much time on it in this video. I also bought the SKYN ICELAND Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. This was just a repurchase for me. I've talked a lot about these. I love them. I think that's all the skincare that I bought in the 21 Days of Beauty. I'm kicking myself though because now I wish I had bought that Kanuka balm. At the time, I was like, it's kind of pricey, but then I went and did more research, and it's actually not pricey, all things considered, for however they've formulated it. So yeah, and I'm kicking myself for that. If any of you bought that, please comment below how it's been, because I had it in my cart all day and just talked myself out of it, and now I'm actually filled with regret. It's so funny because usually it works the other way around. Usually I'm like, no, I didn't need that product. This time I'm like, ah. I want to close this video with a product that has shocked and floored me. I cannot believe it. This is also something that CreditThink sent me. This is the Make Prim Low Irritant Mineral Sun Milk for Soothing Care. SPF 50 PA+++++. Listen, I don't like sunscreen. Like I said in the beginning of this video, chemical sunscreens don't work for me, and physical sunscreens are never fun. They're just not fun. They're very white. You gotta rub them into your skin. They can get a little drying over time. This is the first sunscreen in my entire life that I've actually looked forward to using. This is not just a sunscreen, it also contains calamine lotion. How come this is the only brand who's thought of how good of an idea that is? Y'all know what calamine is, right? We all had some kind of an experience with it in our childhood. Maybe you have kids now. You know what calamine is. It's also really good for soothing the skin, and it's really good for acne. I feel like this is the only time I've ever used a sunscreen where I feel like the sunscreen in itself is actually calming my skin. Granted, SPF protects your skin from the sun. It's very important, but I've never loved it. I love using this. And you get a ton of product. It's 5 ounces, safe for the face, safe for the body. This is incredible. That's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to give it a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.